Welcome to our second Women's Leadership Forum for the 2011-2012 school year. Today we are celebrating Black History Month, and we are honored and excited to have our guest speaker and panelists with us today. As you came in, you have been seeing pictures of the Civil Rights Movement and the lunch counter sit-ins here in Nashville. The format for today's program is that Mr. John Siegenthaler, our keynote speaker, will speak to us for about 30 minutes about the Civil Rights Movement, specifically what it looked like here in Nashville, Tennessee. Following that, our St. Cecilia alumni will join him on stage for questions. Following the program, there will be a small reception for our guests, panelists, and selected students in the library. To begin with, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. John Siegenthaler. John Siegenthaler was a Father Ryan graduate in 1945. He served Mass every Sunday those 4 years at the St. Cecilia Academy Mother House. John Siegenthaler founded the First Amendment Center in 1991 with the mission of creating national discussion, dialogue, and debate about First Amendment rights and values. A former president of the American Society of Newspaper Editors, Siegenthaler served for 43 years as an award-winning journalist for the Tennessean, Nashville's morning newspaper. At his retirement, he was editor, publisher, and CEO. He retains the title Chairman Emeritus. In 1982, Siegenthaler became founding editorial director of USA Today and served in that position for a decade, retiring from both the Nashville and national newspapers in 1991. Siegenthaler left journalism briefly in the early 1960s to serve in the U.S. Justice Department as administrative assistant to Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy. His work in the field of civil rights led to his service as chief negotiator with the governor of Alabama during the Freedom Rides. During that crisis, while attempting to aid Freedom Riders in Montgomery, Alabama, he was attacked by a mob of Klansmen and hospitalized. Siegenthaler hosts a weekly book review, A Word on Words. A senior advisory trustee of the Freedom Forum, he is chair of the Robert F. Kennedy Book Awards for the RFK Center for Justice and Human Rights and chairman emeritus of the annual Profile in Courage Award Selection Committee of the John F. Kennedy Library Foundation. Siegenthaler is a member of the Constitution Project on Liberty and Security, created after the September 11th tragedies, and served on the 18-member National Commission on Federal Election Reform organized in 2001 by former Presidents Carter and Ford. In 2002, the trustees of Vanderbilt University created the John Siegenthaler Center that houses the offices of the Freedom Forum, the First Amendment Center, and the Diversity Institute. Siegenthaler is the author of a biography, James K. Polk, published by Times Books and released in January 2004. A strong advocate of First Amendment rights of free expression, he also has been a nationally recognized critic of willfully false and misleading online vandalism. His controversy with Wikipedia for posting anonymous, libelous statements led to that website revisiting its policies. We are honored to welcome Mr. Siegenthaler to the St. Cecilia Academy stage to speak to us for today's Women's Leadership Forum about the Civil Rights Movement. Welcome.